Look, up in the sky. It's a bird. It's a plane. Oh, wait. Nah, it's just a freaking douchebag. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Caleb Faircloth, that freaking douchebag from up in the sky, and you are now tuned into the Gaming at a Glance podcast. I am joined today by none other than...
Kim.
Kim is here. Kim is here to, we're going to talk about some video games today, everybody. Just want to say, first and foremost, thank you for tuning in. For anybody who is tuning in for the first time, Gaming at a Glance is the podcast for the newbie gamer to the avid gamer. All gamers in between. It doesn't matter what games you're playing, just the hours that you're putting in. And so go ahead and sit back, relax, pop in the game that you've been working on, and you can just listen to the sound of my soothing voice. It's not soothing at all. It's actually pretty abrasive. But we're just going to look past that. But seriously, Kim, you're looking mighty gorgeous over there.
Looking mighty homeless, but thank you.
Homeless and gorgeous. I feel like those are kind of the same thing. I mean,
how are those at all the same?
There are some pretty sexy hobos out there, I think.
I can't see I've ever seen a sexy hobo.
I mean, I'll give you that. I'll give you that. Either way, guys, welcome to the podcast. Today we're going to be talking about. Really, I have no idea, but we're just gonna wing it. I'm kidding. We have an idea what we're going to be talking about.
You do. I have no idea.
I had to coax Kim in here to podcast, and I couldn't tell her what we're going to talk about. But really, she's going to be the main point of this podcast.
Oh shit!
But because honestly, I gave her my 3DS XL, and I was trying to get her more involved in that because I really think that handheld gaming is geared more towards females. For the most part.
Racist.
That's sexist, not racist.
Fuck you.
Well, pretty much. But I've got my PS Vita, I've got my 3DS, I've got my Game Boy Color. I love handheld gaming, I really do. And I'm talking real handheld gaming, not your stupid Clash of Clans stuff. I'm talking about Pokemon.
Shots fired.
I'm sorry. I tried playing it. I don't like those, pay while you play games.
I think it's pretty lame. I was just.
I'm glad you agree. I'm sorry. Candy Crush is not handheld gaming. You can pose any argument you want, but it will never be handheld gaming. Looking at you, Mom and Chuck. You freaking Candy Crush playing losers.
Faggot.
I'm just kidding. I love you guys. Please don't take me off the Christmas list. But I'm talking Pokemon, I'm talking Gravity Rush, I'm talking all the classic handheld games, because handheld gaming is where it's at. Especially looking at you, Luigi's Mansion Dark Crystal, because Legend of the Dark Crystal, it was one of those. It was really, really good. I enjoyed the snot out of it. But I gave Kim my 3DS XL, and I was trying to get her to play some games on it, and I was trying to find some good games that she would enjoy. And I got you one that you've really been loving, and I wanted to get your input on this one particular game.
Okay.
Well, I mean, are you gonna say which one I'm talking about? Because
Animal Crossing.
Animal Crossing New Leaf.
New Leaf.
For the
Excuse me.
3DS classic. I love it. Anybody who hates on Animal Crossing games should be beaten. I don't care how big and burly of a man you are. Animal Crossing is freaking dope. It's awesome. So what has been your experience with the Animal Crossing games, my love?
I have really enjoyed it. I was skeptical at first because I played it way back in the day. My old best friend played it, and I was kind of watching it. I was just kind of like, eh, but that also wasn't handheld. But
what were you playing on, GameCube?
I believe so. I think that's what it was on. But anyways, yeah, got it for my birthday. Held off for a little while playing it, but then finally got into it and was playing it like back to back days, because you can do a whole lot of different things, because with the New Leaf version you're the mayor, and so you go in and you can design your own house, which you've been able to do that before. Yeah, correct?
That's in all the games, yeah.
Right. But you can like build a shit ton of different things. Right now I'm doing a campground, I believe.
Yeah, it was a campground. I've been helping you fund that fun government aided project. I think I know why you like this game so much, and that's because you're a big Parks and Rec fan and you love Leslie Knope, because this game lets you be Leslie Knope pretty much. I mean,
right.
Leslie's not a mayor, but you're building a campground, so
close enough.
Can I be Andy?
You are Andy. Let's be honest.
Yes, Mouse Rat for the win. Anyways, back to Animal Crossing.
But no, there's a lot of like daily stuff you can do. You go around and there's little X's on the ground and you dig them up and you find fossils and you can go to the museum and find out what they are, and either you can contribute them to the museum, and then obviously it's a little museum so you can walk around and go look at them, or you can go sell them, and then trade them in for bells, which is your currency. And then let's see, you can add on to your house, you can go fishing, it's just a ton of different stuff. It's pretty much never ending. So
it is a game that does not end, and there's a lot of cool add-ons to it. And you really just started to hit the kind of break the surface, because you just went from, was it Nooklings, the little shack?
The little tiny shack. There's like 6 things in it to
TNTs.
TNT, yeah. That was seriously like less than a week ago that it switched.
And it upgrades like 6 different times. It gets really, really big and has multiple stories, and then you're going to be adding in the nightclub should be built by now. A lot of really, really cool things that you can add. My favorite thing about the Animal Crossing games, too, is that the more you play and the more you buy and the more you do, you can upgrade your tools. So like the shovel, for example. You use it enough and, buy, I can't remember exactly how you get it, but you use it enough and buy certain things. Every time you try to hit a rock, like you'll always get one of those really rare ore, or there's cool stuff like that. And they have that for like the axe and the fishing pole and all of them. It's really, really neat how they really build off of that. So it's a super fun game. If somebody out there has not played an Animal Crossing game yet, do yourself a favor. If you got a GameCube or a DS, please go buy it, because it is so much fun. It is really, really great.
And it's not even like either like, mostly girls like it or mostly guys like it or whatever. It's one of those like in between that like really like either or could like it. Because there's a lot of games like, nothing is coming to mind at the moment, but some things girls are just kind of like about. Or things are like too girly. Like, I can't think of a girly game right now. There was like some Barbie game that I used to love. I don't think most males would enjoy that.
I was really worried you were going to say Nintendogs, because my
brother had Nintendogs.
I played every single one of them. Those games are so great.
No, that is another one that's pretty. I mean, I think more girls would probably like Nintendogs, honestly. But no, Nintendogs is still pretty good. Either or could like it, but
right, they're great. I love the Animal Crossing games. And then I just got you. We just went to Lost Ark Video Games and picked up what was it?
Oh geez, it was Super Mario. It's not the 64? Is it World?
It's Super Mario.
Because for the 64 it was Super Mario 64, but now that it's on the DS, I think it's Super Mario World.
It's Super Mario DS.
DS, yeah, there you go. But it's seriously the exact same thing. Same layout, same stars, same worlds. Like, it's seriously the exact same thing, but handheld, which, for me, was nostalgia a whole lot, because I had that, growing up, I had the 64, and so that was one of the few ones that I played, like, a lot. Like, a lot. And so, getting that back and being able to go through and play some of that has been super cool, so.
Right, it is. And I really like the way they did that, because I'm not sure, I never had a 64 when I was younger, which I know, deprived childhood, right? I was raised on the PlayStation 1, which was amazing, but I never got to get really big into Super Mario World or Super Mario 64, and I love how you can now play through the whole game as Yoshi. I think that is so cool, because I love Yoshi. He's one of my favorite Mario characters.
He's pretty cute.
He is the man. Not only can he poop eggs, but he can run in the air for a second, and he just makes the coolest noises.
He does. Sound effects are
they're a plus. Definitely a plus. I'm trying to go back through my own memory and find out.
Like handheld games?
Yeah, just get really, really good handheld games. I know we've done a handheld game podcast before with your brother Chris.
Let's see. Like exclusive? Well, I don't know about exclusive, but like Rayman was really good handheld.
I have Rayman. I think Rayman Legends on the Vita, and that was actually really, really good. I'll give you that. Good. I'll give you that.
I believe Crash Bandicoot there was a few of those that none.
I don't think there
None
was.
Of them?
That's a PlayStation exclusive. I don't think there was.
Spyro? There was a few Spyro handheld, weren't there? I'm pretty sure. Okay, at least Sonic the Hedgehog. I know for a fact that I had that for because growing up I mostly had handhelds. I had the SP and is it the Micro? I want to say the micro.
The micro, the SP. I always had the color, the advance, and the DS.
The color, yeah. My brother was more of like the DS type person. I stuck more with I had a Sega that my grandma gave me. That was my grandpa's, like the humongous, like, I know there's different versions, but it's the one that takes like 8 batteries and is humongous.
Oh, the Sega Genesis.
Mm-hmm. And so I had can't remember which Sonic game it was exactly for that one, but I played it and literally I got brand new batteries and then literally sucked through all 8 batteries and I didn't even like turn it off and back on. It just killed it in one.
Oh, that's terrible. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. That's why I never had one of those. I played at friends, and I just, you pay however much for the console, and you have to spend $300,000 in battees in a year.
8 batteries. That's expensive.
Thank you, God, for blessing us with the development of lithium batteries and the rechargeable ones, because that makes life so much easier. So much easier. Now, there is a game that I really wanted to get for you for DS, but I'm not sure if you'd actually play through it, because I just don't take you as a big RPG player. But Chrono Trigger, was redone for the Game Boy DS, and Chrono Trigger is such a great RPG that I've been working through myself. I haven't gotten super far into it, but I bought it on the Vita. It was on sale for like $2, and I'd never played Chrono Trigger or Chrono Cross. Bought them both, and Chrono Trigger has been amazingly fun. Originally came out on the Super Nintendo, so I'm gonna have to give you a shot at it.
I would try it. I'm just really bad about like picking up a game and playing it for like a length of time. That's what's really good about like Animal Crossing is like you have your daily stuff. And then after like 20, 30 minutes, I'm like, all right, I'm going to set this down until tomorrow or whatever. I'm really, really bad about like not going back to games.
And I understand that. I used to be really bad about that too. I'd pick up, like that's how I got with Skyrim, and that's why I never got really into Skyrim, because I'd pick up and I'd play for like 2 or 3 hours, put it down, and then not come back to it for a while.
And then you just kind of forget about it.
I'd come back and be like, what was I doing? I have no idea what was going on.
Because there's so much to it, yeah.
Yeah, it was a huge game. Not knocking anybody who loves Skyrim, because it's a phenomenal game. It's just not one that I really, really got into. I don't know. I got so much more into The Witcher, like the Witcher series when those were out. I like Witcher 1, 2, and 3. 3 has been amazing.
Right.
I guess I just like the games to where I don't have to develop my character's backstory as much as I can just find one that has a backstory pre-written and just dive into the awesomeness that is Geralt of Rivia. But, that's just me. That is just me. Absolutely. So what do you think, Kim? Who do you think makes the best handheld games or handheld game consoles? Who do you think is king?
Like, for each handheld or like?
No, handhelds overall. Who makes the best console? Like, what company do you think makes the best consoles or games or what?
You go first, because I'm not sure.
Oh, man.
I'm more of a handheld person, but I always went with my my SP, my Game Boy Advance SP.
And who made the SP? Who makes Game Boy?
I'm gonna answer wrong. So why don't you just tell me?
Go on.
I have no idea. I'm not good with companies or whatever. I'm just like,
who makes Super Mario?
I want to say Nintendo.
It's absolutely Nintendo. There you go.
You're looking at me funny, and I'm afraid of answering wrong.
It is okay. This is a learning moment for you, so we can teach you how it goes. Nintendo by far is the king of handheld games because they started it. Did they do the DS also? Nintendo Game Boy, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, Game Boy SP. DS is an advancement of the Game Boy, so yeah.
But the DS.
Yeah, Nintendo DS.
DS.
And then Nintendo 3DS, Nintendo 3DS XL, all that stuff.
Oh, yeah.
That's all them.
The 3DS, yeah, they've done like a bajillion DS.
Hey, don't knock the 3DS.
I'm
not
knocking. I'm just saying they've done a whole lot of those.
They have.
I mean,
they have.
They did well, so I can't really blame them. But
I mean, if they're doing something right, why stop? And they are. I really think that the handhelds are what really have kept them alive so long. Because I mean, after the blunder that they had with the Wii U, the 3DS still thrived because they have so many good games that are out there for it now. Because they remastered The Legend of Zelda's, which was amazing. Anybody who hasn't played the Ocarina of Time remaster or the Majora's Mask remaster on the 3DS, I've loved them. They are so good. It's so much easier to aim with any of the ranged weapons with that. It's amazing. And like I was talking about, I know you're a big Luigi's Mansion fan.
I've played it a few times. I never got like super duper into it. like handheld wise, I was just super into
the GameCube one.
Wait, what?
The GameCube Luigi's Mansion.
I played it a few times, but
oh my gosh, it's so good. Why?
I think my friend Danielle had it. I don't think I ever actually owned it. I think that's why I wasn't like super into it. It was the Super Mario World, and then Paper Mario is what I was like.
Now you got me into Paper Mario.
It's so good,
and I have loved it because it's turn-based. It's fun. It's
you still have like
RPG.
the little fight scenes.
Yeah.
And, like, there's still bosses you still go through and have to do, like, all the different things. You learn moves. There's just...
so much to it.
I love it. I love the animation, and I just really like it. I like that it's turn-based. I like that it's, like, the 2D.
Yeah, and I like that. The paper aspect really makes it unique and brings a lot to it, I believe, personally. And I just love smacking him with the hammer. Hold the stick back and then let go whenever the arrow star flashes red or something. Dude, it's just so much fun. And I think that kids that are just starting with video games, that should be the first RPG that they really get into because it teaches them how to do turn-based, how to get into strategy, and really helps them,
and
with
it has the story aspect,
the story
too.
is great. It's so good. And that's what I really love about Nintendo is that, they're good for little kids, but they're also great for adults. I still love Nintendo. I have no beef with it. Whenever the whole PlayStation versus Xbox war, everyone still kind of shit on Nintendo, and don't do that. Don't be a jerk. Nintendo's they're doing their own thing. Let them do their own thing, and they're going to be great at it, except for the Wii U. But Twilight Princess Remaster is coming out, and I think that is going to be amazing, which is also why I believe I need to get a Wii U. But that's just me.
But going back to handheld stuff, like you said, Nintendogs are super good. I actually, whenever you gave me the 3DS, I also got Nintendogs. I played it a few times, and I'm pretty sure I set it down and haven't really gone back to it. But I remember growing up, my brother Chris had it, and I used to steal his DS all the time and, like, walk his dogs and whatever else you can do with that game. I don't exactly 100% remember. Take them on walks, name them, like, teach them tricks.
We all need to go pour one out for all the dead Nintendogs out there.
So, because that game is pretty old, right?
It is, and everyone forgot about it. Oh, man, I had the Labrador and Friends, the Dalmatian and Friends, the Nintendog's Best Friends, and the Dachshund and Friends. I had them all, and I don't know what happened to them, so all those dogs are starving and flea-ridden and dead, and dang it. Lucky, I miss you! I miss you so much!
And Cooking Mama was really good.
Ooh, Cooking Mama.
Because I got that too, but like I remember back in the day when I used to go and visit my aunt at Christmas time and I would stay in my cousin's room. Literally, I would do, because you can do like the meals. They take like 2 minutes. So I would do a meal and then I would pass it to her. She would do a meal and just like go back and forth and like see who could do better. And it was just like a good time.
Oh yeah, and those games are so great. I mean, those small games that just are compiled of little mini games, like Mario Party. I love it because it's a board game. You have the little mini games. You and I played that a little while ago. Cooking Mama. There's no like big huge thing to it. You just do the little games. There was a game that I'm not sure if it got very popular. It was called Rhythm Heaven. And it helped you like keep beat and stay on time, but you did little songs and little mini games.
There was something really similar to that where it was like songs, but you would like press the notes with your finger. I don't remember if that was like a phone app though, or like an actual game.
I think it was a phone app, but I'll get Rhythm Heaven because it was really fun and it was adorable and I loved it. And the songs were so catchy. They really were. There's one more I'm trying to think of and I can't remember. That was just little mini games. Either way, when you really like look back over Nintendo's handheld games, there are some out there that were just complete flops. Because I remember watching the commercial for that Jam Sessions game where you hold your DS and you have a little string and you strum the stylus on the string and it'll play a guitar, and if you hold like the arrow, it'll change the chord.
That sounds awful.
And you could play like real songs with the guitar, with like a little acoustic guitar. And
but I can understand why that was a total flop because I don't even remember seeing that.
Oh, it was all over TV back in the day, and I thought it was so cool, and I bought it, and I was terrible because I don't know how to read sheet music, so, you know.
It was sheet music?
No, but I mean, like, you know, if you're trying to play, because it's like you hold up to do an A, hold side to do an A minor, down to do a D.
Nobody knows how to do that, especially like small kids.
It taught you a little bit, but I was terrible at it because I had
Anybody would, unless you're an actual musician. Like,
yeah. Well,
no.
I mean,
I'm just saying, I can understand why that was a complete flop, because that sounds horrific.
I bought it, and I was terrible at it. And then I remember, because I absolutely loved Guitar Hero for years, and I still I'd still love picking up the guitar and playing, even though I haven't done it in a while. But I remember when Guitar Hero DS came out, and I bought that. You had this little attachment that you stuck into. It was only for regular DS, not for like 3DS. You stuck it into the bottom, giggity, and then it had the 4 color buttons, and had a hand strap, giggity, and then you hold the DS crooked, and it came with a pick that was a stylus, and so you would click the buttons and strum on the touchpad.
I've never heard of that.
Yeah, it was actually pretty cool. Really, really poorly done though. It's just the song selection wasn't very good. It was really hard to do. But it was fun, and I had a great time with it.
But you can't, like, normal, like, actual Guitar Hero, you have, like, an actual guitar, and it's, like, you're on a real screen. It's hard to do that kind of stuff with, like, it's more like an intricate game that you can't do on a little tiny screen.
Right,
like,
and the best part is rocking the heck out with a fake guitar. I mean, that's the best part of it.
Right, to actually, like, to get star power, have to, like, lift up the guitar and smack your friend in the face. Like, that's half the fun of it.
There's a band out. They're a power metal band called Defiance. I'm not sure if you've ever heard of them.
No.
They're actually pretty good. And they have a music video for one of their songs where they're all in an apartment, and they're playing their song on Guitar Hero. Like all of them together. They have the drummer and then the guitarist, and the singer takes the mic and he does it. It's really, really good.
On like rock, are they like playing like on the actual like Rock Band TV equipment?
Yeah, with the Guitar Hero guitars and the Guitar Hero drums.
That's awesome.
I'll show it to you. It's really good, and the song is catchy as crap. But it's funny because there's a scene in it where they, I think he messes up the solo or something. No, he's getting into it, so he takes the guitar off and breaks a lamp, and the guitar flies off, and they all stop and like, dude, that's my fucking lamp. And the guitar is broken in half. You know how you can detach the neck from the body. Yeah. He's just like, dude, all right, let's just finish the song. Put the guitar back together. Snapped it back in, right back into the song. It's really, really funny. Anybody that's a Defiance, I think the song is the Call to the Warrior. Amazingly good, and it's really fun to watch. Man, I'm nostalgizing so hard on Guitar Hero right now. Why do we
I remember like when Guitar Hero first came out, and I went to Best Buy with my brothers, and we were there for like 45 minutes, and by the end I like somewhat could play it, and I was super stoked. And I was like, what, 12 or something, like ridiculous, and played it forever, and then got so good that I could like
play behind your head, play with your eyes closed, star power it up all the time.
I mean, I can still kick your ass, so.
Oh, that's true. All right. You know what? The worst part about it is I spent probably $240, or my mom did whenever I was younger. She got it for me for Christmas, or I think my dad got it. I don't remember. One of them got it. And I got the drums, and the guitar, and all the whole setup. You can go to any Goodwill now and find 8 Guitar Hero guitars and the drum set for like 50 cents.
Though.
No, they work because I'm sure they test that stuff. But still, it's like you can find it anywhere now, and it's terrible.
Well, that was the same thing with the DDR mats.
Yeah,
we found 2,
those.
Yeah,
and DDR is so much fun. Oh, we're gonna have to get Guitar Hero now. I have to kick your ass.
Bring it.
Bring it. Speaking of which, I've heard that Guitar Hero Live and Rock Band 4 both got. Their song selections are just they're not up to par.
It's a lot of like you have to like buy the songs, which they've been doing with so many games lately, and it's complete bullshit. Like,
yeah, I agree. It's all looking at you, Street Fighter V, not putting the full original lineup and making you buy everybody else. You're sons of bitches.
I feel like because it used to be like you would play the story mode, and then as you beat the song, you get it and it's unlocked. Like that's how it should be. Is if you can beat the song and get it, then it's just yours.
Yeah, like with Guitar Hero 1, I loved it. You have to beat the first 5 songs to unlock the next 5, and beat those 5 to get the next 5. That was the way. It was awesome. That's how games should still be, rather than, hey, play these 5 songs, and you want the rest of the game?
Well, pay $100, even though you just paid $60 for the game.
Give us $30 for a song pack that comes with 5 new songs. Just because they're from the Beatles, we can charge you however much we want. I'm sorry. I'm not going to buy that ever. Ever. Never, ever, ever, never, ever. Never.
Stupid. Even
though Rock Band 4 has Emery songs available. Right?
But it's just like, if I can go and like listen to the song for free, I can just like tap on stuff and like air guitar. I don't even care. It's not worth the money to go out to buy the system, to buy the guitars, to buy whatever else, and then you have to also buy the songs. Like, that's just insane. If you have to already buy the like pay the flat rate to actually get it.
You know, we're probably getting into buying this, right?
I know, because it's Emery, and because I love Rock Band and Guitar Hero. Because my mom, who is, I'm not going to say her age, but she is older. Sorry, Mom. And she used to kick my butt on drums.
I'm sorry,
and then, like,
Miss Kim's mom, but if you're getting mad at her calling you old and you're not mad
I said
at
older, she...
But if you're not mad already at the stuff we've been saying throughout this podcast, then
sorry, Mom.
You got to get your priorities straight. I'm sorry.
But, like,
I love you.
Like, my brothers could be playing, like, guitar, I could be singing, and my mom could be playing drums. Like, it's the best. Like, I used to love that kind of stuff. So it has, like, the nostalgia fact. So
Swiss
it's like,
Family Robinson over here.
Dude, it was awesome.
It's good stuff.
It's just, like, the nostalgia fact, but it does really suck that they're starting to be really cheap and, like, making you pay for however many songs or whatever.
Right. I agree. I mean, we're going to get it because Emery's awesome. And anybody who is... If you're a fan of Emery, that's great. If you're not a fan of Emery...
I hate you.
She hates you. I say check them out because they're awesome. They're really good, you know, like kind of... I don't want to say... Alternative rock. They started as Screamo and then they grow on you. But the guys from that do a really good podcast called the Bad Christian Podcast. Definitely check it out. It's awesome. Great guys. Great discussion. They're Christian and they talk about that, but they're not afraid to say the F word or swear or talk about the real stuff behind it. So it's awesome. It's a great experience. Go subscribe to them and give them a good shout out. Kim, I just got a couple more quick questions for you, just because I want you to be a big part of this podcast, and I want our listeners to really get a grasp of who you are as a gamer. Okay?
Sure.
Give me 3 of your favorite video games.
Like,
just 3 of your favorites.
Together?
Doesn't have to be, oh, this is my all-time favorite. Just 3 games.
Can it be like, because you know certain games, there's like 1, 2, 3 of like, or like a series of different things. Can it just be like a...
If you want to say the series of this, like mine, I love the Kingdom Hearts series.
Right, like that. Okay, so, that's hard because there's obviously so many things.
Right.
But I'm going to have to say I'm not going to go in order because I don't really have an order. Ty the Tasmanian Tiger. I know not a lot of people
The ones for GameCube?
Yeah.
Those games were sick.
I know a lot of people don't really know it. Like, I was trying to find it recently. And I would go to like different places and people would be like, what's that? And I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, most people don't even know like what it is or whatever. But
love those games. So
yeah,
good.
I think, I don't know if there's 3 or 4. I believe there's 3 of them. But I had all 3 growing up and loved them. And then recently rebought a GameCube, and I think I have 2 of the games now, or 1 or 2. I can't. It's been a while since
I think you have 1 and 2. Yeah, we've got those. We got them in the in the collection.
But
okay, so Ty the Tasmanian Tiger.
That's so hard.
Giggity.
Shut up. I'm gonna have to go with Halo, of course.
So the Halo series, do you have one in particular that you really, really, really like?
I'm gonna go with Reach. Like I'm lame and I didn't really get into it until probably 3. Like, I liked 3. I wasn't like huge into 3.
See, I love 3.
But then I got my 360 whenever I was like 16, 17. Got my first job and then invested in a 360, and that was my first game, was Halo Reach. And whenever I'd get home from like work, school, whatever, go home, play some SWAT, kill some noobs. And that's how I would spend my nights.
Slaying some noobs, poning some noobs.
I know everybody hates on Reach because, you know, it wasn't like super great. The story wasn't awesome. I just loved it for online play. It was fun to like get on, play with my friends, play SWAT. Zombies was super awesome. I'm pretty sure the new Halo doesn't have that, which is crap. It doesn't have it, right?
No, it doesn't.
Which is crap. They don't have the split screen. You can't have, like, it's just you're one person. Like, it's not split screen anymore. You can't play, like, 2 players or 4 players or whatever. But anyways, loved Reach. 3. That is. I'm not gonna say it again because you're just gonna make a joke.
Giggity.
Dang, that's tough. I'm just gonna go with Rock Band because of what I said earlier. Like, grew up on it, loved it. Even my mom would play. We would all play.
So you're putting it up there for the nostalgia factor.
Yeah, and it was just like a blast. Had a lot of like replay value.
Understandable.
I would go through and like beat all the songs just doing guitar, and then I would go back and do drums, and then go back. And for a while I tried to do singing and drums, which didn't work out too well for me because my brother put like a curved nail in the ceiling to hang the microphone because, you know, it had like the big old long cord to it. And we would hang the microphone from the ceiling and then also play drums. And so I would try to do both. Didn't work out too well, but it was fun. But I'm gonna break your rule and combine that with Guitar Hero because I really love both. I mean, they're kind of somewhat similar. I know Rock Band is more of like, you know, more variety. You can do different things, and Guitar Hero is just guitar. But
not anymore.
Like, what?
After Guitar Hero, like 4, they added drums and singing.
Oh, that's right. Well, from what I'm used to, like I played up to Guitar Hero 3, I believe.
I switched to Rock Band.
Yeah, that's when we switched. Yeah, that's when we switched to Rock Band. But both I absolutely loved growing up. They were a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I like it.
It's gotta be my 3.
Those are your 3. Not all time favorites. That would probably take a little bit more thought. But 3 of some of your favorite games.
Yep.
Understandable. I like it. So what's something that's coming that you're looking forward to in the future of gaming?
I'm looking forward to
either a game coming out, a system coming out, something you're looking forward to trying.
I mean, I'm looking forward to the new Rock Band or Guitar Hero, but I'm also, like you said, the fact that they're like making people pay for extra songs is just kind of crap. I'm looking forward to that though. Other than that, I was really, really, really stoked on Halo for a long time, and then we got the Xbox One, and right away, I actually think we bought Halo before we actually got the Xbox One.
We did.
Because I was just really, really, really excited. Like, everything that I'd read on it was like super great. We went out and bought 2 controllers because we were gonna do like SWAT and like play together on the same team, and then realized that, oh hey, you can only play with one person, and that just like completely ruined it for me. Like, the fact that it's like we have to switch off, and like you can't even like put like the fact that it's just one person. It's not even like, you know, you used to be able to do like the 4 people or whatever. I can understand eliminating that, but it's not even like you and one other person. I think that's just stupid. I don't understand. That was like one of the big like good points of Halo was that you could like play with your friends.
Them taking that out was a disgrace and a mockery all in
and
itself.
Zombies. I know most people didn't play zombies, but it was so much fun. Like, there would be the one person, everybody else would have. I don't know if you've ever played zombies.
I know, no, because when you say zombies, I think Call of Duty. So
no, it's different. You've never played it on Halo? Because Call of Duty is just like they come in from what I've played on Call of Duty. They come from like the outside, like you're in a building, you have to like board up the walls, and they keep coming through, and then you have to like kill them. I don't know if are they faster or are they just like normal moving.
With Call of Duty,
yeah,
zombies?
Call of Duty.
They start slow and then they get faster as time progresses. At least that's how it was in World at War.
Because you have like the different stages, right? With Halo, it's all online, and there's one person who is not infected, and they go around and I think it's been so long. They go around and then they kill. Maybe I'm wrong. I think it's the other way around. I think there's only one person that is infected. Everybody's not infected. Yeah, that's right. And then that one infected person goes around. That they have super speed. Like, they're really, really fast. It's like they're sprinting, but they don't even have to like touch anything. And they go around and kill the people that are not infected until there's only one person left.
Right.
And so, but it's like super speed. It's online. It's just it was a blast. I loved playing it, but. And like I said, it had like the online play aspect, and it was just a lot of fun because it was like sped up. It wasn't just like Call of Duty where it was kind of like slow paced.
Right. Okay.
But
well, I see where you're coming from with that. Definitely. Definitely.
So that was kind of a bummer that they took out both aspects. I'm completely appalled that they took out, like, you can't do the new Halo, you can't do like what is it, the main story, the campaign, you can't do that with 2 people. You used to be able to do that with 2 people.
They took out all co-op, local co-op capabilities, so they let it only be online. Everything is all online.
So like somebody else has to have a separate Xbox One, a separate Halo 5 to even be able to be on your same team to play online,
and a separate TV. So,
which is crap. That is just like completely ruins the entire. Like, I still love it. I love playing it, but like, not gonna lie, I would rather go back and play Halo Reach and go back to that. I know nobody plays it anymore, so there'd be like no point.
People still play
but
it. They still play it out there.
It's crap. I am disappointed. I still love it, but like the maps, in my opinion, aren't as good, especially for SWAT, because they're super like wide open. Right. Which I like to be close contact for SWAT, because it's like when people can just, you know, crouch and hide and then shoot you from way across the freaking map. It's so stupid.
Right. I agree. But I mean, it's still fun. It is still good, and the game itself is good if you're playing it by yourself.
Right. If it's just you, then that's awesome. Like, if that's all you ever played anyways, then it's not a big deal. But me, it's like, it was fun to like play with my brothers, or like have friends come over and like play with more than one person.
Yeah.
Kind of like Call of Duty, you know,
That's the best.
You kind of all get together, like if you're having a sleepover or hanging out or whatever, like you all play and like pwn some noobs, man.
I agree. And that was my favorite back in the day. But I mean, I love that you're getting more into gaming, and I love that you're talking about it now, and that we're diving into your interests and games that you're enjoying. So everyone can look forward to hearing more from Kim as these podcasts continue to roll out.
Indeed.
Any final thoughts for our friends and viewing public?
I'm gonna go back to your first point and just say check out Animal Crossing, because I was skeptical, but I have really, 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 really liked it. Especially, sorry,
you're
cut
good.
you off. With New Leaf, it's like it's more than just like daily stuff where it's like, okay, I'm gonna go dig this up and go sell it and, you know, build. It's like you can build your house. You're the mayor, so you can. New people are moving into town. You can
add stuff to your city.
Add stuff to it. You can, like I said, you can do like add bridges. Right now, I added like the campground. I think you can just like keep adding and adding and adding. It's just never ending.
And
so
the new like tropical island that they added is really, really cool too. That was a lot of fun with a lot of the mini games there. Now, Animal Crossing New Leaf is not the newest Animal Crossing installment. They actually came out with one called, I think it's called Happy Homes Interior Designer or something like that.
So it's more just like the house aspect?
Well, and I think they've added a lot more functionality of how you can develop the house how you want it. I haven't touched it yet. It looks good, and I love building my house in Animal Crossing, so definitely something that we're going to have to check out. But I wanted to start Kim with New Leaf just because I wanted to see her collect all the pieces of the Metroid Prime armor and wear those because it's awesome.
That is another aspect. Like, you can go to the store and they have fortune cookies. You break it open, you bring it back, and you get like a cool item. I have almost gotten like all the things from Mario, so I've gotten like the is it called the Superstar?
The Superstar. You got the Bullet Bill shooter. You got the question block.
You got the mushroom.
Yeah, you got the Super Shroom and the 1-Up mushroom.
Right.
And then she's got a lot of the pieces to the Metroid Prime armor, and we just found the boots, the Heroes boots for Legend of Zelda, so she can look like Link.
And the Master Sword. I have the Master Sword in my house.
Yeah, and the Triforce, I believe.
Yeah.
You have the Triforce. But that's going to tie it up for today, guys, because we are coming up to the 40-minute mark. Look forward to the next podcast where Kim and I will be talking about more video games. I mean, obviously, what do you think we're going to talk to you about? Economics, the presidential election?
Boo!
No, screw that crap. We're talking about video games. But I thank you all for tuning in. Make sure you check us out on Instagram and on Twitch and YouTube and Facebook and Bookface and Space My and all that garbage. If you're looking to play any online, you can look for my or Kim's, username, clan tag, gamer tag, all that stuff.
You say clan tag?
Uh-huh.
What is a clan tag?
This is the 4 letters in front of the name when you play Halo or Call of Duty.
Oh.
But you can email us at gmail.com at gamingatglance. No, gamingatglance@gmail.com if you're wanting to play online, or you have some questions you want to ask, you want to have a shout out on the next podcast, any topics you want us to talk about, please send us an email at gamingatglance@gmail.com, or there's a contact us spot on gamingatglance.com. So you can check out the podcast there, anything else that we're really doing. We appreciate everything. So guys, do me a favor. Don't hit the pause button. Keep playing all night. I'm going to need you to play every game that you have right now, and stay tuned to the Gaming at a Glance podcast. Go save the princess, everybody.
She might be in another castle.